Welcome back to commenting on fucking comments, Skeeter douche. Alright guys, welcome back to Commenting on Comments. Today we're going to look at some comments and comment on them, because that's what we freaking do here on CoC. So, without further ado, let's get this show on the road. So our first comment here is Red Gone to Grey. What the frig was that? Tomato juice and beer? No, buddy. I thought it was clamato juice and beer, which is clam, tomato juice, and beer. It's delicious. Super Fifth Gear says, I like fraps. The only thing I don't like is the uncompressed file size. 2 gigs per minute on a good day. Yeah, no doubt. I've flooded hard drives using fraps. Not a good time. V Twin Breed says, if you upgrade your video card, either get a GTX 970 or 980. Don't buy anything else. It's worth the money. Problem I have is the computer I'm using for gaming is that little Dell, the XPS 8300, and it's I want to say a micro ATX case. Because it's kind of small, or a mini ATX. It's kind of a small case, and certain video cards just don't fit in there because they have a big ass on them, and they just don't cram in there that well. And one of the problems back in the day was people who bought these computers were using the 550 and upgraded to the 660, and when they turn the computer on, they get no post, no nothing, just a black screen, and the computer would just sit there looking like an idiot. So that's why I've been worried about upgrading the video card, because I hate to go out and spend like $300 on a good card just to have it say, no, it's not going to work, and then I'm stuck with the fucking thing, you know? So that's why I've been kind of hesitant on upgrading the video card, but I need to because I'm starting to get some frame drops in some of the newer games and it sucks. X the Car Guy XX says, I haven't seen any questions on the vape situation. Thoughts on K-Fun? It's a clone by EH Pro. It's a Plus Light version 2. Airflow sucked at first because I'm used to RDAs. Anyway, I drilled out the center post to 5/64th and the intakes on the base. Hits good now. Figured I'd ask your opinion because you and Rip Chippers are the reason why I haven't had a cigarette in almost a year. Congratulations. Great video as always. Cheers from Ohio. K-Funs. Well, I got a Russian 91% and a K-Fun Light. The K-Fun Light I have is from a company called Tobacco. It's a clone. The Russian's an authentic. Well, it's an authentic clone from the company who made it. So, theoretically, I have 2 clone K-Funs. I don't really use them much because I got other devices that I prefer, like for my drippers. I just got the little boy. And it's got that great big friggin' PVC pipe that you just haul on. It's got the massive drip tip onto it, so you can get some serious clouds off of that. And for my daily traveler tank, I've been using the Nautilus. I like the Nautilus. It's cheap, it's effective, and it gets the job done. So, not really a big K-Fun fan. I was last year, well, not last year, earlier this year. I was a big fan of the K-Funs. I used to walk around with the K-Fun and the Russian, each on their own Vamo, and that's how I hit it. But I don't know, I just never got back into them. Just not a big fan. Not a big fan. Racer Tracer 12 says, what's the best way to clean your keyboard? Okay then, do it, bud. I don't know the best way. That's why my keyboard's a fucking filthy pigsty. I've been thinking about submerging it in water and seeing what happens, but no, my luck, I'd wreck the fucking thing. 2CV Bloke says, maybe polarizing lenses work the same way as the NX1 Enterprise polarized hull, in a mysterious way that nobody can work out. Wrong, buddy, I worked it out. See, we're currently polarizing our hulls on our cars right now. Yeah, polarizing the hull on the car. How are we doing it? It's a little black box that plugs into the battery and hooks up to the, basically the metal, and it polarizes it by creating a magnetic field around the metal, which causes all the molecules to bind closer together and get more friggin' tighter, which in turn hardens the metal. That's what they're doing on the Enterprise. What we're doing in our cars right now is a lot lighter weight, like we're not really doing a lot of polarization, enough to keep the rust at bay and keep all the oxidization out from getting between the molecules and causing rust. But that's basically the whole concept of polarizing the hull on the Enterprise, is it makes the metal harder to penetrate, and all in all gives you better defense system against rust. Adam Probert says, Ryan Probert says, Adam, what's the red light in your stairway for? That's when I'm having sexy times. Piccolo 372 says, hey Adam, you're calling Bell Alliant, whatever, I work for the company, I can't even fucking say their name right, fiber op and not Bell Fiber. That's because the fiber op from us is from Bell Alliant, and it's Bell Alliance fiber op. That's what we get. You can call it Bell Fiber, you can call it fiber op, Bell Fiber. It's all going to be under Bell anyway, because Bell bought out Bell Alliant. Figure that one out. Dicked, but it is. So yeah, I just call it whatever. Fiber op, I need that. Joshua Galloway says, Pugwan is starting to say some really fucking gay shit. Okay. He can do that. ZX8401ZTV says, light comes into your eyes from many angles. A polarizer lets only one angle through. That would make a lot of sense why it cuts down on glare now. Yeah, I never actually looked into it. I probably could have just Googled it, but I got lazy and said fuck it. But that makes a lot of sense. Double X Hag Double X says, my NVIDIA GTX 660 runs action pretty well. Well, right on. I wish I can get that card. Actually, I probably could. I don't know if that computer would run it. Like I said, a lot of people are having problems with those computers running the 660. I think I said that on a previous one, maybe, probably. Ram Tough 2007 says, put bloke sticker on your door in your room. Good idea. I'm probably going to do that. Andrew H says, we still own a 96 Saturn SC2. We bought it brand new in 96. Only thing we did was transmission at 120K, or 120,000 miles, fuel filter, etc. It's been a great car. Now it has 181,000 miles, knock on wood. Thing is those cars will just keep going until, as long as you maintain them, do oil changes and shit, they'll keep going. My buddy Angry Joe drives an SC2. Yeah, the SC2. And he's got over 240,000 kilometers on his. And just recently he came across a deal on eBay, and he bought himself brand new A-arms, and he basically rebuilt the whole front end. A-arms, tie rods, all that junk. Found a good deal. It was like $600 for all the parts. And then him and his dad installed them all to build his front end back up the brand spanking new, because he was getting a knock in the front. And he's still driving the piss out of his. Body on it's mint, but it's hard to make plastic rust. Toolhog10 says, what's the dumbest shit That is the dumbest shit I ever heard. You can't smoke outside in open air. What the hell's next? A ticket for smoking while driving? So people actually voted for that. Then I assume, as far as I know, Bill 45 or whatever the fuck the bill's called, I can't remember the number now, but it's currently going back for another decision run or whatever the hell they call it up in Parliament, where they look it over and decide if they're going to like nuke it or what. The government is dicked. They want to stop people from smoking, but they don't want people vaping. It's like either smoke cigarettes or don't smoke nothing, and that's what they want. They don't want you to have vape because then it deters you from buying their government cigarettes and them making money. They want you to smoke cigarettes or don't smoke anything. It's fucked. The government wants us to die. It's awesome. Hooked on Phonics, look, you can tell, says, oh yeah, you, like everyone else, is confusing propylene glycol and ethylene glycol. Propylene, good food additive. Ethylene, bad food additive. Propylene glycol is used in pet-friendly, non-toxic antifreezes. Yes, okay, that's what... The other chemical I couldn't think of was the ethylene glycol. A lot of people call it propylethylene glycol, and I'm pretty sure they used that back in the day. That was the PEG additive into e-cigarettes. A lot of the old, the blues, those little cigalikes, the blues, those pieces of shit that I have, the Pro Smokes, all those, they had propylethylene glycol in the mix. What I'm using is propylene glycol. Propylethylene glycol is the bad shit. But, yeah. And people, that's all we got today for commenting on comments. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, click the like button. If you hated it, click the dislike button. But don't leave unless you click one. And big thanks. Don't forget to leave a comment. It could be used to commenting on comments. And until next time, guys, peace the frig out.